Z's Poetic Patio, where we take time out for poetry. I'm your host, Z, and the words that you will hear will be coming straight from our heart to your ears. You sold out. 22 years old, son, and no one ever told you? Perhaps no praying mother or father was there to mold you. You didn't listen to your elders because you thought they wanted to control you. You did your dirt because your homeboys would encourage and uphold you. When in your heart, you knew doing wrong was no good, that there was more value to your life than representing your hood. Wasting your days, escaping death at night, staying so high. Incoherent thoughts led to needless fights. Still acting like a child even though you were grown. Your biggest mystery is how you have been making it home. When in your heart, you knew there had to be a better way, something you vaguely heard a street evangelist say. Yet the people around you just reinforce your negative thoughts. Life is cruel, so do what you feel. Look out for self, just like society taught. Live for the moment, get yours and get all that you can. It's a dog-eat-dog world, so forget about the next man. When in your heart, you knew those credos weren't true for you, that you had to sow some goodness in order to reap some too. Neighborhood preachers and teachers remember when you didn't act so tough. Saw some potential in you, like a diamond in the rough. Along the way, you were deceived, led to believe that your own ways were enough. You let the streets lead you astray in a high-stakes game of blind man's bluff. When in your heart, you knew that gangster life wasn't cool, doing the type of deeds befitting a fool. Man, you caught more raps than hits got snaps. Nobody wanted to walk in your shoes, even if your Timbs had taps, because you were always stepping into the dramatics. Man, every time you walked down the street, beef would cling to you like static. Back in the day, James Brown in full force said, "Don't start none, won't be none." But that didn't apply to you, son. Nevertheless, the Lord still gave you one last shot. He was willing to forgive you for sins you've long since forgot. Yes, in His mercy, He gave you one last chance, for He knew when you and death would dance that first and last dance. When in your heart, you knew the right decision to make. In a choice between heaven and hell, you knew the one you would take. It was a Thursday evening when you walked out the door. Little did you know it was time for someone to settle the score. Unfamiliar cars rolling down the street made you feel paranoid and nervous. To set your mind at ease on the south side of Queens, you strolled into church during midweek service. When in your heart, you knew the preacher was talking to you. Bishop made a long altar call to accept Christ as your Savior when the sermon was through. And something told you that you should have answered that call, instead of being steadfast and movable like a big brick wall. Yes, you remember that night, and you remember it well. It's just a shame, it's just too late, because you're reminiscing from hell. I hope you have enjoyed that piece. Please feel free to share, rate, comment, and subscribe. I trust all is well with you and yours, and I'll see you next time on Z's Poetic Patio, where we take time out for poetry.